Give me a sec, everyone. Give me a sec. I'm gonna make sure everything is in order before I talk. So, welcome back. There is officially 1 day remaining until Jurassic World Evolution 3 came out, and I figured, why not look back at the old parks that I used to build in Jurassic World Evolution 2? This game holds a special place in my heart as one of my top favorite games of all time because I love dinosaurs, I love building parks, and this game just had it all. But Jurassic World Evolution 3 looks really good, so I figured why not do this as a final goodbye to Jurassic World Evolution 2. I still might play it, but the probability is low, especially with Jurassic World Evolution 3 now. Um, but yeah, I didn't stream this weekend simply because I wanted to wait a few more days since 1 day left until Jurassic World Evolution 3 comes out. So instead, I figured I would have Jurassic World Evolution 2. Um, so yeah, we can start. I remember when this game first came out. I had pre-ordered it, same as Jurassic World Evolution 3, the deluxe edition too. So can't wait to play it. It's already downloaded. I'm literally just waiting for the game to come out. Um, I've lately been playing a lot of Pokemon ZA as well, but I can't really record that stuff. I wish I could, but I can't. Um, but yeah, ZA is. Let's not get too much into ZA. We'll leave it for another time to discuss it. But yeah, no. Jurassic World Evolution 2. Here we go. I'm pretty sure we have like 2, 3 parks to go through. Sandbox. Alright, we'll start with my first ever finished park. Actually, you know what? Let's go to... Now you guys may be wondering, why is Kareem's name here? Well, my dear viewers, that is because I had actually left my friends to try and build their own park. So let's go check out their park real quick before we get into my parks. Honestly, I don't think they did it that bad. Of course, I helped them with the parks. So this is Kareem's park because it's split into two parts. There's Kareem's and Dayan's. Both of them did a phenomenal job. But both of them obviously are not finished. I gave them a limited time to build as much stuff as they can. Karim had a bit more time than Dayan, but I think Dayan put more detail into his. So it all starts here with the arrival point. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean, you can't really go wrong, especially this type of arrival point. Yeah, there's no trees and barely any scenery, but it is what it is. He has the hatchery here for separate dinosaurs. And over here, you got some hotels, an emergency shelter, a lagoon. This actually wasn't his first build, though. I think this is actually his newest one, funnily enough. Where he put a megalodon in, as you can see here. Yeah, it is green. Is it green? Kinda. I can't tell because of the coloring, but obviously you can go underneath, show view. Let's go down below. Why not? It's so loud in my ears, by the way. Oh, you can see it there. You can. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That's a sick shot. Ooh.
Thank you for joining us here today.
Obviously, he has
our
the lagoon thing. I don't know what it's called. Lagoon viewing dome. Yeah, those things are pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty. I mean, the lagoon customization is very limited, so for what it's worth, it's pretty cool. So, and then we go over here. So, he has some decorations here. First decorations. I gave him the idea to do the pots like this. I think it's pretty nice. I helped him build this part of the fences as well. Because normally he would just do them randomly, but I was like, hold up, idea, And here he has some ankylosaurs. I definitely think this is his worst one. I mean, it's sort of deserty with some grass, mostly grass, but it's not that bad. The Ankylosaur customization is very random though. He definitely put it on random. Is that Bumpy? It's not a Bumpy skin. That is. I think that's a Bumpy skin. Yeah, that's definitely a Bumpy skin. I don't know why he has a Bumpy in there, but okay. And then you can go over here, and obviously he has the pterosaurs. His favorite dinosaur is a flying dinosaur, so you know he had to try hard for this one. He has some pretty cool ones. He has some Quetzalcoatlus, he has some Thanatos Dracon, Pteranodons, and Pterodactyls maybe? No, I think Pteranodons, so that's it. Yeah, he has Thanatos Dracon, Pteranodons, and the Quetzal. He loves the Quetzal, by the way. Honestly, for good reason. I love putting Quetzals in my parks. They look so clean. And the Thanatos Dracon as well. I love Thanatos Dracon. I think it's my favorite flyer. Pretty nice area. You know, there's not much, but there's definitely some detail. You know, here and there. Obviously, there's multiple feeding areas. Um, yeah, pretty solid, pretty solid. And let's go over here. This was his first ever one, and I think it's honestly his best one. You'll see the others in a bit, but this is the Baryonyx, which is Kareem's favorite dinosaur. So yeah, I helped him a bunch with this one. But honestly, most of it was still him. Like I'm pretty sure he was the one that did all the water, and it looks clean as shit. So yeah, he impressed me here. He impressed me here, and the decorations, you know, since they released the Baryonyxes. Let's see if we can find them. Um, oh, there's one. There's three. Reaper. I can't see the names in this. Reaper, Kareko, and Berry. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. And yeah, he has a campsite, like an abandoned one. And yeah, it's solid. It's really solid, actually. I think this is his best one. Other than, I mean, the big one. It's more of the same, like this one. The next one. Yeah, it's a tour. It's pretty cool. When you go on it, it's pretty fun. Obviously, as you can notice, it's very flat. I feel like he could have definitely made it way flatter. Well, not way flatter, way more terrain heavy. But I mean, for what it is, it works. It's definitely like it is definitely detailed. Like the trees, and it looks nice. And the for the tour, by the way, this part especially, I was like, oh yeah, make it a bit longer, you know, a bit like that. Yeah, I kind of want to see what dinosaurs he has here. He's got Brachiosaurus, Stegosaurus. He has Microceratus and Parasaurs, and he has a Gigantoraptor. Oh, that's why there's the meat. Ah, actually explains a lot. He has more than one. I can't really check it because I have the camera on, but three or two? I think he has two. Right? I don't see another Gigantoraptor. Yeah, it's two. Yeah, that's basically what Korea. I think, I think this part it was starting to look really nice, but then he just stopped working on it. This path I do not like. I'm sorry, whatever this is, it is not good at all. But this part for a path, this is nice. This like squarish part is really nice. I don't know why he didn't continue with that and instead just opted to, you know, it's weird. All right, let's go to Dayan's. Okay, first impression, it looks way cleaner. All right, it looks sleeker in design. It looks more, how do I say, symmetrical. Um, but yeah, obviously he only has two enclosures. But if he were to have kept going, I think he had some really good potential here. Like this place looks clean. This part looks like something I would build, something similar. And this enclosure honestly doesn't look that bad. The only funny issue is this. It looks like a penis. This part it literally looks like a penis. Like that. I'm gonna stop right there. But basically, he's got Megalosaurus here, as you can see. Pretty cool dinosaur. Very underrated. I don't think it's in Jurassic World Evolution 3, surprisingly, because I really like Megalosaurus. I hope it is in Jurassic World 3. Suchomimus I know definitely isn't, which sucks. I love my boy Suchomimus, but he does need a redesign though. Like if they were gonna put him, they definitely need a redesign. The Deinonychus redesign looks amazing. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Jurassic World Evolution 3 released a trailer with the new Deinonychus design. Looks amazing. It's like they made Deinonychus like up there to be like the top like small fucking predator. It looks amazing. Yeah, and then you got some containers here. Pretty solid. The hotel and the fountain as well. I like it. I like it. I definitely do. This part's pretty cool as well. Like with the dinosaur on the wall. This random one, I kind of see it. It's pretty clean. Yeah, a place where you can sit down. The dinosaur. These three I don't understand. I like this. I don't understand those. This is beautiful. This part is really clean. For the water dinosaurs, he has some Dunkleosteus here, as you can see there, and then he also has, I think, yeah, Chronosaurus and Archelon, which are honestly three of my favorites as well. Especially Archelon and Chronosaurus. I really like the Chronosaurus, and Archelon are adorable. I love how they can stand on rocks. But I feel like Nodosaurus is definitely up there for me as well. Like, I love just having one there randomly. You're gonna see it in one of them, by the way. I just put a random Nodosaurus there just cause. But yeah, that is the first park that I'm going to show you today, which is Kareem Park. But it's split between Kareem and Dayan. Because, man. I mean, obviously they don't play as much as me, so. But honestly, for what it's worth, I'm proud of them. Those were some solid builds. Very, very solid builds. So, let's go to the next one. I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Let's see. Sandbox. Battle Royale. I don't think I'll show you Battle Royale, but I will. This, I'm so close to finishing. I think I'll try finishing it today, actually. You guys are gonna get to see the process of me building. But we are going to look at my first ever actual park that I finished entirely, which is Forest Park. Now, the main thing with this park is that I released it for the DLC of the game with Utahraptor, Gigantoraptor. What other dinosaurs was there? Tarbosaurus, I know there was. Eutyrannus as well, like feathered dinosaurs. Mostly the feathered dinosaurs. Yeah, you're gonna see a big ass improvement from what they had. This park's gonna take way longer, which is why I'm doing this stream, just so you guys can see. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. So yeah, it all starts with the arrival point. John Hammond statue, obviously. We got some fountains here and there, some places to sit down and stuff. Now most of the terrain here is also pretty flat, but later on I do use more terrain, heavy. So you'll see because definitely I definitely improved from the last time I built. But yeah, we got some fountains here, and this is the first enclosure. Ooh, this was actually the first place I built. This is the Utahraptor exhibit. As you can see, there's Utahraptor over there. Let's see if we can find more. Oh, there's one. Okay, I'm just behind the bush now. Give him a sec. One's running. I think it's hunting. Look at those motherfuckers. I love the Utahraptor design. It's so cool. It's so slick. What are you drinking? Who's drinking? I see another green one there. Oh my god, do you guys see that? Like, full on right. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a Geopass, I think? They're like flying bats. They're literally bats. I'll see if we can spot one. Because I put some flying dinosaurs randomly. Yeah, Geolopterus. There we go. I can't pronounce it correctly. Yeah, I put some of those random ones just roaming around. I don't know. They add to it, you know. They add to it. Fountain. I really like the area here. It's really nice. Some rocks, everything. Power generator. I had to. And with some fountains protecting it. It's clean. It looks clean for me. Yeah, here is where the gates are, where you can enter the dinosaurs with the dinosaurs. Let's go visit them a bit. I don't think we'll do it with every dinosaur, but we're definitely gonna do it with some. Let's see. Here, there they are. Look at the boys. They're always like hiding, which is so cool. Ooh. Oh, there's one here. Why am I stuck? Oh, there's the dead goat. Yo, damn it. Ignore the names. I was watching One Piece at the time, so I named them all after One Piece characters. Goated series. But yeah, let's go back. So yeah, this is the Utah Raptor area from up top. Yeah, it's definitely random shaped. I already told you where it's like all random shapes. And I know I just told you about like how Kareem had some random shapes here and there, but I think it still has that clean, realistic look to it, to where it doesn't look too out of like out shaped. I don't know how to say it. So yeah, let's go back to first person, and we're gonna keep wandering. Ooh. All right, this is the gate to the next enclosure, but before that, we have a Spinosaur statue. As you can see, Spinosaur. Love him, the boy. No Spinosaur in this one though. So Brachiosaurus, Tyrannosaurus. Some knowledge, You can learn some stuff as well. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Obviously, the fossils. You gotta have that somewhere. This is a pretty nice memorial. Some more benches, some more fountain. But then here we got Gigantoraptors, as you can see over there. Beautiful, beautiful. And if we can somehow spot one, which is really hard, there are Microraptors as well. But it's really difficult to spot them. We'll wait a bit. Maybe one of them just passes by or something. Because, I mean, Gigantoraptor and Microraptor, they look very similar. So, of course, I'm going to put them in the same enclosure. But yeah, realistically, Gigantoraptor is eating Microraptor, but, it is what it is. Seriously, not a single Microraptor. I swear I put like 7 of them in here. Oh, I see one! Look, over there! Look how... Oh no, Oviraptor! It's not Microraptor. Is it Microraptor or Oviraptor? I think it's Oviraptor. I'm pretty sure it's Oviraptor. My bad. Oh, nice. We get to see some interactions. That's pretty cool. But yeah, no, you guys saw them. I was gonna say Microraptor again. Oviraptors. There we go. And here... Okay, I didn't know I could do that, but okay. Alright, let's keep going. Here we have a place where you can eat some stuff, And there's a hotel and stuff, fountains, make it look nice. Of course, and then some pterosaurs. I had to have at least one aviary, even though it is very small. You got Tapijara, Marodactylus. That's it. Tapijara and Marodactylus. Ah no, I like both of them, alright? I love Marodactylus' design. I think I like it more than most other pterosaurs in this game. Like, for a normal sized flying dinosaur, I really like Marodactylus' design. Look at those guys. I love the flying dinosaurs in this game. And now they're gonna be able to walk on land as well in Jurassic World Evolution 3. I can't fucking wait. But yeah, for now, we're here. Is the... Okay, yeah, and then monorail, which would... Okay, first of all, this is how this area looks from up top. As you can see, I try blending it as well as I can with the terrain and stuff. But yeah, I think it's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. I tried blending it a lot with the mountains and stuff to where, it looks realistic. Because what's the point of building a park if not to make it realistic? Or at least, like, from Jurassic World or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this park is more realistic than Jurassic World, but okay. Yeah. Wait, let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Oviraptors. There's Oviraptors. Look at these guys. Look how small they are. And obviously the Gigantoraptors. Don't they just look like a smaller version of the Gigantoraptors? They have completely different animations, by the way, which is why I love both of them. Yeah, they're really cool. They add a lot to anything. I really love this area. This area looks so clean. Oh my god. Yeah, it it sounds like oh, I'm so good at this. I'm so good at. But I mean, I like it. All right. Let me be proud of something. Okay, yeah, and then the monorail would take you all the way down here. Also, you're wondering why I didn't add anything there. It's because this is the only part where you can actually add stuff. And honestly, for this, you'd honestly prefer a monorail because it looks just way nicer. It adds more to it than just like a long path. Yeah, we have a lot to we have a lot to explore. This is only the second area, and this isn't even the biggest area. All right, so once you enter, you got some hotels. You got a place to take pictures from, for the raptors from the original Jurassic Park. Some containers here and there, like facility-wise, some fountains. This is a more open area than the other one. The other one was a way more. So we got some of these. I'm really happy with how these turned out, like all the way. The banners and this are totally different parts, by the way. Like these were placed like all separately. Yeah, some are not in line. Clearly, I couldn't do it perfectly, but I think it's well enough for it to be like not that big of a problem. Yeah, there's a bunch of dinosaurs in here. I think this is the biggest enclosure in the park. There is, I think, 4 different types of dinosaurs. As you can see, Tyrannosaurus. We got Dreadnoughtus up there, specifically the Dominion ones. We got Tarbosaurus. There we go. That's one of the newer dinosaurs. This was DLC. And if we are lucky, we might be able to spot the final dinosaur, which is the smallest one. Tyrannosaurus. I'm trying my best here. I see goats. Not a single one that I'm looking for really. Fine, because there's another viewing dome which we can go to. Is it? No. Where's the viewing dome? It's over there. Alright, give me a sec. So here it is this building. There we go. I got the worst view. There we go. Let's see. We got Tyrannosaurus. Really, not even from here. I can't even spot the dinosaur from here. There's more Tyrannosaurus, do you think? I know there's definitely another dinosaur. Like, I remember correctly. I swear I'm not losing it. Oh yeah, by the way, the area does look very flat. That's my bad. I swear I did. There's another dinosaur somewhere here. Where is he? I'm tryharding on look. I'm fucking using my eyes. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Where's? Alright, give me a sec. Give me a sec. There was near the viewing area. Damn it, they were just hiding. Yeah, Stigimodo. I mean, I already revealed it. So yeah, Stigimodo. Wow, this is a really nice looking Stigimodo. That's a really nice pattern. But yeah, Stygimoloch. We got Stygimoloch, Tarbosaurus, which you already saw. Is this? Yeah, Tarbosaurus. We got 2 of the Tarbosaurus. Those are the only dinosaurs that are named in this area. 3 Dreadnoughtus and some Tyrannosaurus. There's a big area, flat as well. By the way, I wish I gave it some terrain, cause yeah, it being flat is kind of. But it is what it is. I'll just show you this part here because like I just wanted to put this because it's one of my favorite dinosaurs. Carnotaurus. Look at these guys. Why is he pose like that? Why did he pose like that? But yeah, Carnotaurus, as you can see. I love him. He's so funny. I love Carnotaurus. He's badass, but he's dumb at the same time. Love him. Absolutely adore him. You know. I honestly don't know why people can hate on this dinosaur. Look at how he's standing, bro. He stands like my dog when I tell him to sit so I can give him a treat. With the tiny ass arms as well. Oh my god. I always loved the sitting animation for this dinosaur. Oh my god. I remember, like, the first time I saw it was actually in the story mode, like in the campaign for this game. Like, literally the first day I got the game, I played the campaign, and I remember seeing this fucking dinosaur just sitting down like this, and I remember laughing my ass off so hard that I accidentally deleted part of the fence and killed everything. Yeah, not my best moments, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I love it. I love that dinosaur. I love that damn dinosaur. Of course, it's Toro from all of them. Yeah, another area, as you can see here. This part's more rocky though, more rocky terrain. You know, since the Carnotauruses normally have more of rocky terrains, and we are in the mountains. This game is beautiful. Why can't Pokemon ZA be like this? Uh, so yeah, and then you remember what I told you guys last time? Random Nodosaurus for no reason. Yeah, random Nodosaurus for no reason. I think there's three of them. Yeah, there's three of them. Mitz, Meru, and Flog. Don't ask me what they mean. I just randomly named them. I really like this area as well. Bro, look how clean this part looks. Like the circular area with some paths sometimes crossing and then some viewing area. It's perfect. Perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then here, if you can see, invisible fence. Why is that? That's probably because there was a missing dinosaur here. Um. So yeah, I put lore in my parks. His name's Runaway, because he was this place actually used to be an old dinosaur park that got revamped. They thought they had moved all the dinosaurs, but one dinosaur stayed, and that's the Runaway, the Troodon, which is a lonely camouflage Troodon. Oh, look at him. Yeah, he lives here. Of course, I gave him food, as you can see there. I'm I'm even better than Hassan because I actually let my dinosaurs roam, you know, in cages, but they still roam. And then a smaller area here with the ankylosaurs. There's four ankylosaurs here. Bumpy, and then some random Cranky, Buxton, Buxton, and Plate. Sure, sure. Honestly, sure. Yeah. I don't know what to add to this one. I had extra space. I didn't want to just leave it all forest, so instead, I made an ankylosaur area. I feel like it fits. The vibe is small enough to where, you know, it's pretty cool. They're just chilling there. You gotta have some ankylosaurus. It is one of the most badass dinosaurs. And then here, oh yeah, by the way, this area, picnic area. I don't know about you, but that's pretty cool, you know. Uh, and here is actually a restaurant where you can order food, and you can look through the rest of the park. I think even in first person you can still pretty see it. You can see it pretty clearly actually still. But yeah, I mean, I wish the gate was better. I used gates obviously to make it look nicer. You know, you gotta have some picnic tables, you know. Of course, I have to put the Spinosaur here with my own design of the fountains. Not fountains. I don't know what these are called. Just decorations in general. But yeah, some restaurant. Make it look nice. A hotel, obviously. This area is big. So yeah, and then as you can see here, yeah, all right. I mean, I would have done a monorail, but there's two different separate areas. I could have connected it, but at the same time, like it's not that far, so like you can just walk it instead. So I made it a walkable area, you know. Now this part, this is where the buildings go crazy. There's a bunch of dinosaur enclosures here, but there is mostly buildings. A lot of buildings. Like if I'm gonna go on for a while, by the way, because there is actually a lot of buildings. But yeah, as you can see, these are hotels, but I wanted this to be like for the workers and stuff. This is more decorations. Of course, I have to. Some more hotels. Here, this is actually one of my favorite areas. Over here, not this part. This part leads to a dinosaur area, but this is more lore heavy. So, I mean, there's not really much. There's like, it's like a broken down facility where it's not used. It's meant to be creepy. Wait, let me see if I can turn it to night. Because if I turn it to night, it's gonna look way, way creepier. Environment, night. Yeah, I mean, that looks way creepier, right? I want, because in some maps, I think that's only in the Dominion maps. There's the fog if you add certain forests, but obviously there's no fog here. I wanted to put a fog, like the fog effect here. I wish I'll be able to do that in Jurassic World Evolution 3 because I love the fog effect in the Dominion map. It makes it way creepier, and I love going for creepy in the Jurassic World thing. But yeah, emergency shelter, you know, some broken down areas. You gotta make it look nice. Obviously, I made it very foresty, so you can't see that this part there's actually no fence, just to make it feel a bit bigger. You know, it makes it look nice. And then obviously here, dinosaur. This is another new dinosaur that came with it. Um, the Concavinator. We got Connor. We got Craven, Kronk, Kurogiri, and Vic. No one likes Vic. See, if he was the star, people would like him, but it's just Vic. Uh, but yeah, this is more of the same. It's very similar to the Utah Raptor because they're very similar creatures. But I think there's more of a path here than in the Utah Raptors. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool, and more of a pond because they're deeper into the actual forest itself. Yeah, you can see the areas fucking big. Yeah, more fountains, more picnic tables, more decorations. You know, more of the same here. There's another area here with 3 different dinosaur species. I think it's 3. You got Pachyrhinosaurus here. You got Dryosaurus. Love adding these dinosaurs to the parks, by the way. Especially wild, like big wild areas. And then Camarasaurus, which is a smaller sauropod. Since the only other sauropod in this park is Red Notice, you know, I wanted to switch it up a bit and make more. And Camarasaurus, I think fits this area quite well. So, you know, it's small, but at the same time, it still has that presence. Also, I really like this area. Like, ooh, like, you know, small area to go to the gate. I think that's really nice as well. So, let's go here. More of the same. I think this is the best example of how it could look. You know, more chairs, more skeletons of dinosaurs. Remember, the decorations in this game are pretty limited, especially when I was building this park. When I was building this park, this was very limited, more limited than now. Now they added new decorations, but here it was way smaller. Yeah, this is the restaurant, sushi here. Don't know why, but okay. And steak. Yeah, so there's a bunch. Yeah, more fountains. I told you, more of the same. More fountains here. This is more of a work area that leads you to the most dangerous exhibit, which we'll get to later. An emergency shelter with some dinosaur cages. I really like this design. I think this area looks really nice. I think this area looks really clean. Let's head over here though before we go to the biggest area. Some more hotels. This is basically like my main street. It's way smaller because obviously I had limited stuff to go off. We'll leave this exhibit for last because this was the final exhibit I had built. That's really cool. But yeah, let's go over here. This is, I think, Maya Iguanodon. Sorry, not Maiasaura. This version of Iguanodon. Look, I like this version of Iguanodon. I think it looks cleaner. It's more basic, but it looks cleaner than the Iguanodon design. I like the other Iguanodon design. His hands are way too big, and some homosexuality. Why not? You know, there's a really small area. I think this is the smallest exhibit actually so far. And then let's get to the biggest boy while we're here. This is Creed the Giga, the camouflaging. So obviously we had to have a big dinosaur. The Tarbosaurus is big, but he's not big, you know. He's one of the main four big boys in the Jurassic franchise. We're not including the D-Rex. The D-Rex is a fraud. We're talking Spinosaurus, Indominus, T-Rex, Giga. Those are the big four. Mosasaur, not a dinosaur, but I would include him if he was a dinosaur, but he's not, so you know you can't really include him. And then finally, the final enclosure for this park, for this park, for this park that we finished is the final DLC dinosaur in this DLC. Well, back when it came out, because then obviously the other DLC came out. The Utyrannus, and I think I really like this area. It's a path. You follow a path, obviously, that leads to water, a lot of water, and obviously the log view is so cool. I love being in the log. Look at that. You can see Utyrannus. I love Utyrannus. Top 5 dinosaurs in the game. I don't know if they're gonna be in Jurassic World Evolution 3. They better be. I want to see baby Utyrannus. That shit's gonna be adorable. It's gonna look like Sinosauropteryx, which I also love, by the way. Sinosauropteryx is goated in this game. And that is Forest Park. Obviously, I always wanted to make a better name. I never gave my parks better names. But yeah, we got this area, which is the biggest area for sure. We got this area, which is the medium area, and then this area, which is the small area. If I were to rate this park, I would give it 8 out of 10. I love this park, and it was my first ever finished park. But the biggest problem I have with it, first off, the terrain. I wish I made more terrain to this. It like the enclosures are very flat. Clearly, you can see it that they're very flat. If it wasn't for this part, like these parts, it would look very, very, very flat. And obviously, that's a big problem because that's not realistic, is it? But at the same time, I really like how it looks still. And like there are some really fun ideas. I think funnily enough, one of my favorite areas is actually this area. It's simple, but it proves a point. And I think I use that again in this. I think the next, no, not the next part, the park after that. But I really like this park. It holds a very special place in my heart. Also, there are some parts which are very clean. Like this part is very clean. I really like this part. The pathways, it just looks so satisfying. Like the paths just look so satisfying in this one. Everywhere. In fact, everywhere. The paths look satisfying everywhere in this part. Like it all adds up, and it brings a tear to my eyes. But yeah, I think when it comes to like part and part, like small, medium, or large, I actually think my favorite area is probably the small area. Like there's not much to it, but the stuff that there is really nice. Like this area is really nice. I think the enclosures work well because they're not too much. You know, there's not a lot to go off. It feels more compact. I think my least favorite is this part actually, the medium part, because I think the best part is the Nodosaurus area. That wasn't even the. I love the Carnosaurus. Don't get me wrong, but I think their enclosure is very basic. Same with the large area. I think it's also very basic. I like the Runaway Trudon, but at the same time, it's still not enough to compete with the other two areas. And a large area, it has mass. There's a lot of it. There's 5 enclosures in this one, and a lot of dinosaurs. And at the same time, it has this area which is really nice, like the emergency area, which I already told you about. I think it looks the most compact, um, like when it comes to buildings, because the small one it was compact, but in a way that is still civilized in a way. I don't know how to describe it, but this one feels more compact. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to it though, and I think I like the normality of this one more. I think this one just looks cleaner. But yeah, that was Forest Park. That was my first park finished. And my second park is way harder. It was way harder to build. I had to plan from age, like I think the planning stage was longer than the actual building stage. Um, yeah, Jurassic World Evolution 3. I already have it. Of course I do. I love the game. I can't wait for it. But yeah, sandbox, hybrid facility. I wonder what this is gonna be about. uh, basically, the new hybrids DLC came out. I'm pretty sure, and I wanted to build a park based on the hybrids. Uh, don't really know what to add to it. No Indominus, no Indoraptor. So that already deducts a point. So it's not gonna be a 10 out of 10. I don't think it's gonna be a 9 out of 10 because it is flat. But this makes more sense because it's a desert. It's in a desert, and I really like that. There's some really nice parts in this one. I think you guys might really enjoy this area. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We're going through it. I hope you guys can hear me, by the way, because my mic sometimes is a bit funky. So, all right. Okay. Ooh, ooh, the lag spike. The yeah. Oh Jesus Christ. All right. Let's start from. I don't think the map is usable. Yeah, if you try using the map, it's pointless. All right, so this is the main area. Holy shit. Ugh, this is giving me flashbacks to when I built this. Yeah. This took a while. This is only the first area, by the way, just so you know. So yeah, this is more facility based um, area. As you can see, there is still where you release dinosaurs. There's this area where it's more armored. By the way, if you're wondering how I got this design, the fences you can have like the like this fence, and then you can add upon it by doing them part, and you get this like really nice looking thing. Yeah, I like it, like this one. This is how it originally is, and then you just add this to it. It looks really clean. But yeah, um, I don't really like. This is where all the workers live. I think this is like. I think this is my version of the worker village from Jurassic Park, the Lost World, which is the second one. Which, by the way, I don't know why people hate. What? Did we watch the same movie? That movie was good. I like that movie, even though it has flaws, and obviously it's not as good as the first one. But I think the third one is worse than the second one. Don't get me wrong, Spinosaurus is awesome, but the characters, ugh, ooh, the character. The only good characters were Alan and the kid. Jesus Christ, do I really need to talk about Amanda Kirby? Was she really? Was Sarah from The Lost World more annoying than Amanda Kirby? Because I don't think so. Also, 2 T-Rexes with a baby. Why do people hate that? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. I need to show off this part. All right, so we can either go left or right. Let's go right because that was the first thing I built. The right one was the first one I built. So as you can see here, there is a lot of greenery here. That is because there are dinosaurs that are living outside. That is why there's the cages. So basically, the lore for this one is that Biosyn actually wanted to build hybrids, which is why they built this whole facility. And basically, Obviously, the dinosaurs have already been released from Fallen Kingdom. This is after Fallen Kingdom and before Dominion. So yeah, there's definitely dinosaurs roaming around everywhere, and there is the Biosyn facilities. This is the power station. This is where they get all the power in the whole park. It doesn't really make sense, but look, I wasn't gonna connect all the power everywhere. All right, that just would have taken way too long. And they do have a viewing area because this is where some of the dinosaurs live. There are Suchomimus living here. We got some Samaka and Alsark. I forgot what they mean, but I know they do have a meaning. Obviously, they have a ranger post. There's no ranger post attached to it. There's no MVU or capture team attached to it, just because like, we don't need that. It's just for aesthetics. So yeah, you go over here, and this is where they started working on their first hybrid. Obviously, you have some stuff here. You got some compies roaming around. This is the only part where there's compies, by the way, because the dinosaurs are very limited. I didn't want to use all the dinosaurs on compies. Just have them around. But I had to have some, you know, especially in the desert. Oh yeah, and flying. There's a flying dinosaur here. Why is there a Merodactylus all the way over here? You know what? Ignore it. Like, just let him roam. That thing's gonna die. Does it have fish? Oh yeah, because of the Suchomimus. That's a smart motherfucker. Wish I thought of that. But okay, as you can see here, there's Triceratopses and Stegosaurus. Jesus Christ, I almost said Stegosaurus. Yeah. As you notice, the cages are very small. That is because they're obviously using the dinosaurs for hybrid reasons. That's why Biosyn is bad. And that's why we do not like Biosyn. Because they hurt dinosaurs. But yeah, there's 4 Triceratopses and 3 Stegosaurus. Yeah, obviously viewing area. The monorail keeps going. The monorail is the main focus of this park. The monorail was so hard to add to everywhere to make it feel realistic. Yeah, it crosses here and then it goes over here to more dinosaurs. There's Littlefoot the Camarasaurus. Yeah, just one Camarasaurus, and then we got some concavenators based on on character names for Planet of the Apes. So you got Koba, Rocket, Caesar. I'm pretty sure there's a bad ape somewhere. I'm Maurice, and where's bad ape? I don't have bad ape. Oh, bad ape. There you go. He's drinking right now. Yeah. So here, and then this is where we get our first dinosaur. Why is it an Ankylosaurus? Ankylodunculus. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, it makes sense because the cage is bigger. Yeah, actually, yeah. And you get 2 because they have bioluminescence. We're gonna see where they got the bioluminescence from, by the way. Like, I did everything. I figured everything out. So yeah, obviously more of an entrance. You know, this part looks nicer because there are some VIP guests that come here to check out the dinosaurs. And honestly, I was done from making more facility like decorations. A viewing area because over there there's you'll see. Yeah, you go over here. This what's this? Their second? Yeah, okay, there you go. Experiment. The bioluminescence Stegoceratops. This one they got right, like, quickly. You'll see how. But yeah. There's only one. I thought there was 2. I'll probably make another one. That's dumb. But yeah, you go over here. I mean, there's not really much to add. It's just more of the same facility. The interesting stuff is later on. You pass by more facilities before you reach the next facility. You get this: a T-Rex, mammoth, the T-Rex, a feathered T-Rex in the desert. This is the big carnivore that I told you guys about. You know, but there is more. There is more big carnivores to come. And then this leads to over here. And obviously, this is where there is the most plants because there is water. Now you know Nodosaurus. You know how they have bioluminescence. No Nodosaurus. Bioluminescence. You know where they got that? Styxosaurus. Ah, ah, ah. Think about it. Think about it. They captured a real-life Styxosaurus that can turn bioluminescent, and obviously they took them to this facility to breed them and to collect their DNA and blood to put that into the hybrids. Why? Why not? Because science. Yeah, there's three, one for each color. I did want to add more, but at the same time, like I feel like one pair of fish is not enough for that much dinosaurs. I really like this area. It's nice. I don't have much to add. And over here, there is a wall. Why? We're gonna find out why in a bit. But basically, this is where they block off from something else. We're gonna get to that in a bit. But before that, obviously, we'd return to the OG area, to the worker village over here. So now we can start the other path. But before that, some bioluminescent parasaurs that escape. Why? Why not? Some Majangasaurus, sorry, which don't have a name. Hey, if you guys leave a name for any dinosaurs, maybe on YouTube in the comments, or even in the stream, If you guys have any names for any of the Majangasaurs, tell me. There is 3, so you can give up to 3 names. Some Pterodactyls roaming around as well, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna head with the monorail. We stop here. Another facility area. This time holding actually a good amount of dinosaurs. But first, we got raptors. Now, okay, this is the only time where the skin doesn't make sense. We got Blue Charlie Echo Delta. Not in the right names, obviously. But if you're gonna include raptors, why not include the raptor pack? I love them. I wanted to include them, so why not? You could just say they're clones, like how Beta is to Blue, but they grabbed the DNA of all 4 of them and remade them. But, they're cool, alright? Don't judge me. Also, I didn't want to give fucking new names to new raptors. And this leads to viewing gate, double viewing gate with double defense, because this place actually holds some really strong guys. First of all, Alamosaurus, one of the most. I love this dinosaur design. I think it's the best long neck. I always use this in the parks, except for like maybe Dreadnoughtus. I really like Dreadnoughtus as well. It's the mini Dreadnoughtus. But there is also, well, there's some Merodactylus roaming around. We got 2 Alamosaurus, but I mean, you guys can probably see it. We got Koba the Spinosaurus. Of course, we have to have a Spinosaurus because this is the hybrid DLC. And there is another dinosaur that requires a Spinosaurus to make. 2, in fact, which we will get to in a bit. But yeah, obviously, Spinosaurus here. He gets his own area. He is... Now, there is a reasoning why this area is actually bigger and it's just blocked off. Because the Spinosaurus is a dangerous dinosaur. And if you actually get into his area, you're dead. You're probably dead. Which is why they only lock him up, tranquilize him for a bit, take his blood, and then get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's here and not locked up in like some sort of area. You know? So, then, obviously this leads to this area, but if you go here, this, ooh, there's a path. Okay, there's not a path. This is the wrong area. But the monorail keeps going to this. What dinosaur is here? Ankylosaurus. This is for the Ankylodonculus, by the way, just in case you didn't notice. Of course, we have to have Ankylosauruses, and they are trapped here. So, you know, there's that. But yeah, we got Mamentrosaurus here, just chilling. So Archaeonithomimus, sorry. I have been mistaken. Archaeonithomimus. And yeah, some random dinosaurs roaming around. And then we go over here. Ooh, what's this area? Sinoceratops. More blood for the hybrids. Ooh, can't wait to see the hybrids. Some Dimorphodons roaming around, which they're actually out of their cell. And then the only way to get here is by walking through here, which is kind of dangerous, but that's kind of the whole point. So you go here. Ooh, what's this area? Also blocked off. You know why? Well, first of all, there's Diplodocus for the Ankylononculus, but there's actually two hybrids here. Yeah, two hybrids. Also, there's some Dimorphodons and Pterodactylus just roaming around. I don't know why. But there is Spinoceratopsis. There's the bioluminescent one, actually. There's only one. And then there's also two Spinoraptors. And that is also one of them is bioluminescent, obviously. But that is also why this area is also just locked off. Because Spinoraptor, Spinosaurus, which is one of the most deadliest dinosaurs, and Velociraptors, which is one of the smartest, combined? What are people thinking? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's basically it. That's basically the hybrid area. The hybrid area is done. But we aren't done yet. There is one more area. Remember how I told you that they're like keeping charge, like keeping view over something? This, yeah, I doubled it. Okay, look. You can't keep going with this, okay, because of the mountains. I tried doing it as far as I could. That was the best I could. But there's also bioluminescent parasaurs here, because there's actually people that are helping the dinosaurs in this abandoned park that there is. Obviously, that's why there's the broken fence here. And some broken buildings. Now, before I get to this, have you guys ever heard of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous or Chaos Theory? Because basically, if you haven't, there are these kids who go around saving dinosaurs that they feel bad for. That's where this comes in. Yeah, this is the lore. We got Bumpy. We got Bumpy here. We got Rebel and Angel, which are the two original Spinoceratopses. Because they did have Spinoceratopses, but they just had the bioluminescent one because they saved these two. Then there is also Pierce, the Kentrosaurus, chilling as well. Obviously the bioluminescent parasaurs. But then there's also the three Baryonyxes. And now these also don't make sense because two of them definitely died. One of them, I think, is the only one alive. I forgot. I think it's Chaos that's still alive. But yeah, I love Baryonyx. Kareem loves Baryonyx. And this was my gift to him because he loves Baryonyx. So obviously I'm going to put him in the park. I always try to put Baryonyx in the park because he loves Baryonyx. And yeah, this is the abandoned area that is used to help the dinosaurs. That's why there's viewing towers keeping a lookout. There's this area blocking off the people. So yeah, they're surrounded and they're staying here basically. And that is the entirety of Hybrid Park. Well, Hybrid Facility. It's more of a facility than a park. It's not really a park. But yeah. This was a pain in the ass to build. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. This was a pain in the ass to build. These parts especially, like these decorations. Remember, these are all separate. If I go to like the deletion, the demolish, you can see these are all separate parts. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Let's put them all. Look at that. That shows you how much parts there are. Even outside, because obviously I gotta place the rocks and stuff. We'll remove the nature, so I can just show you the rocks, like the stuff I actually built. Because the nature you can just all around, you know. But yeah, no, it was still pretty fun to build though. Like I was happy with how it turned out. there's some small changes here and there, but I think I like it more than Forest Park. So yeah, there's that to it. Yeah, it's pretty solid, pretty solid. Now the final park, which I want to be showing off for today. I already talked about this, but this is one I call the Forever Tour. Now you may be wondering, Aiden, Azor, what are you talking about? Sorry, Supremo, are you going insane? Yeah, that was TikTok, by the way. I opened my phone. Are you dumb? What? Excuse me? How is this new? I've completed this. What do you mean it's new? What do you mean these are new? I've completed like half of them. Originally, I had completed all of them, but that was the PS4 version. This is the PS5 version. That's why it's like this. But yeah, Soaring Supreme. What are you talking about? What like, huh? Forever Tour. Basically, you know how the original Jurassic Park was like one tour that's continuously going and passing by like fences and stuff? I wanted to do a very similar idea, but you actually go inside the stuff, inside the fences, and it's just one big tour. And that's where I got this idea from. Now, this one I did a lot of planning beforehand, but this planning wasn't as bad as the other one. I think this planning was way easier. Yeah, I haven't finished it yet. It's soon done. I do want to finish this before I get to Jurassic World Evolution 3. I could probably finish it today. Because these areas are going to be very similar. I just need to pick what dinosaurs are going to be in there. But yeah, it starts over here. Love how this looks. This looks so satisfying. Please, I can't be the only one who finds this very satisfying. I can't be the only one who finds this to look really nice. Yeah, obviously, more of the same. Decorations. Now this area is flat, but later on, it's not gonna be flat, I promise you. This is where I actually use terrain in the game, so. I think this is pretty peak. Alright. So, it starts off here, with obviously the tour. You start the tour here, it heads to the decorations. Now I would go with the car, but, cause obviously, but,
style and safety on the park tour.
But at the same time, it's not finished. And actually, no, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's ride. There we go. We'll go here. The Jurassic tour. Sup person. We'll go here. So we see Oranosaurus. We see a Lamosaurus. And I think there might be one more dinosaur here. Oh shit.
Each dinosaur group you see in the
Kind of
park
zooming.
has a
I
socially
thought I could.
accepted leader. For some species, this leader is recognized as the group's alpha, but it may find itself being challenged regularly to retain its status.
Huh. You're coming with me on this tour. I totally forgot what dinosaurs there are here, so this is no. As you can see, we were on a hill and it is going down, so already self-improving. Now here, this part's a bit more flat, but there's still some terrain to it, to where it's not flat. So here you got Euplocephalus, and I think Pachycephalosaurus, if I remember correctly. I think it's something like that. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Yeah, I am a huge dinosaur nerd. Yeah, it is Pachycephalosaurus. Look, you can see it over there. Let's fucking.
And will instead
Oh, come on.
attempt to deter large
Oh, Pachycephalosaurus, right there.
by targeting the shins or feet of its assailants.
Euplocephalus over there. Yeah, Pachycephalosaurus. And Stygimoloch over there as well. So it's not just Pachycephalosaurus. I think this is the best way to stay. Because of the camera. I'm sorry for the squares. I can't remove the squares. I wish I could. What's up? Oh, Pachycephalosaurus. We're actually getting stopped by one. Yeah, I think my habitat skills actually did get better as well. Yeah,
Cretaceous North
like it. Like
America
this.
is a
This looks
bipedal
more
herbivore best known for
realistic.
the
And
remarkable
now,
25-centimeter deep
ooh, our
nose
first
that grows on top
carnivore!
of its head.
Yeah! Can't wait. Can't wait. Okay, okay, yeah, let's listen. Obviously, some more broken, abandoned buildings. It's one of my builds. Of course, it's gonna have broken buildings. A lot of desert rocks, obviously, because it is a desert area. But you can see a carnivore over there. I wonder if you can get up close with one.
Even our most versatile
Oh, come on,
and
surely.
park
Jesus
vehicles
Christ.
struggle
Yeah,
in
I
the
mean, you can
testing
kind of see them
conditions of a
there. We're gonna
snowstorm.
see them, because we are gonna
Not only
walk
are
past
our
them.
park team vehicles
But
hindered in
basically,
such situations,
our first
but
carnivore
the tour
introduced
vehicle you are
is
using today
Ceratosaurus.
may be affected too.
Look at those guys. They are, for fuck's sake. I wanted to put them as the first carnivore you get to see in this, because in the original Jurassic World Evolution, the first carnivore you actually make in the game in the tutorial is Ceratosaur. So obviously it's definitely a reference to that, as you can see over there. And I actually did use the same skin they used originally as well. For one of them for sure.
Referring to the ridge-like horn on
Look at
its
them.
snout.
So that one.
Its deep jaws contain serrated dagger-like teeth,
Afterwards, I'll show you the
many
names
of which can
for each
grow up to
dinosaur, because
17
each dinosaur has their
centimeters
own
in length.
reference. It's very funny. Ooh, look at that guy. Carnivores have such aura. Jesus Christ. Carnivores have such aura, bro. Oh my god. So you've seen the first three cages. And now we're actually heading back to the Euprocephalus exhibit with Pachycephalosaurus and Stegonola.
Large vertebrae. This provides the Spanish theropod with a unique and
That's really
instantly
cool.
recognizable profile.
But if you'll see here, we're instantly turning around. Ooh, because we're heading to a new area. No, I totally forgot what dinosaurs there are here. But it is a carnivore, because there is a dead goat over there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Concavenator! That's right! As you can see, terrain-wise, what do you guys think? I think it looks very clean. The hills, I think, look very realistic.
You may see some of them venturing
There's a
out
goat
cautiously
running for
as
its
they
life.
look to expand their
Did we pass the
territory.
other goat?
This
Yeah,
can
we did.
escalate
That poor
rapidly
goat. Oh, Jesus.
and occasionally require intervention from our park
Look at the
teams.
concavenators. Of course I had to include concavenators here. They're also pretty goated. I love concavenator as well. So much goated dinosaurs. Dinosaurs in general are just goated. Ooh, Nazutoceratops. Yeah, Nazutoceratops here. This part I wanted desert bulls. Bulls normally live in the desert. I think Nazutoceratops fits very well this biome. It's literally a bull. Like, look at the horns. And you actually get to see them. So far it's going very smoothly. Normally you'd bump it to at least like 3 different dinosaurs. I think there's Camarasaurus as well. Yeah, Camarasaurus is over there too. 2 of them. Nazuto and Camara. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of dinosaurs which I had used previously, like Camarasaurus, Concavenator. But like, why not use them? You know, you're gonna see a lot of like, Gigantoraptor over here. Now I think this is Kareem's favorite biome. There's like Gigantoraptor and is that Microraptor? No, that's just dirt. I think this is just Gigantoraptors, but there's 5 of them here. All different colored, by the way. Well, almost all. There's 2 black ones. Oh, yeah, this is normally what I expect from this one. Yep. Yep, alright, oh, that's more like... Microcert! Okay, wait, I did put Oviraptors here. My bad. Okay, now we need to switch vehicles. Oh, shit. We're in front now. Great. Take photo. There we go. So yeah, we're probably gonna get to see Gigantoraptors again here. Because this part's pretty long. Because you actually go into the forest. This is a really nice one. The terrain. I'm really happy with the terrain in this one. Like, I think this is by far my best work so far. Especially this area is really nice. Like, bro, look at that. Oh man. I love seeing my work. I love showing off. Sorry if it's annoying to some of you. But I love showing off. Oh yeah, Gigantoraptors. They probably run into another car too. Oh. Hello friend. Please don't attack us. Oh shit. Oh my god. Thank god we're not in that car anymore. Hey! Back the fuck up! Oh wow, they're definitely getting that car. Keep going, please. We gotta make it before they fucking catch us. Okay, the car is fine. Yeah, this is more of what I expected normally what the Ceratosaurs do as well. Now we're gonna have that way more, by the way. Especially long-necked dinosaurs, parasaurs as well, and yeah, like carnivores in general, especially the big ones. Now here I forgot what there is as well. Oh, I think this is where from the desert we go more into the... Oh, actually no, we go more into the swampy vibe here. So we went from desert to forest to swamp. As you can see here, we got baryonyx. That explains a lot. I think it's the same 3 baryonyx skins, by the way. Like Grim Chaos and I forgot. Oh god, there's a dinosaur sleeping, isn't there? Yeah, Pachyrhinosaurus. Please move. Yep. this is more of what I expected as well to happen. Traffic.
125 million years ago, huge bodies of water with connected river deltas.
See if we can. Another Pachyrhinosaurus, huh? Oh, for fuck's sake. Really, you had to do that, Limbo? I think that's Limbo. Yeah, this is where we start going to the swamp. Now, there's a lot of detail which you're not seeing, which I will be showing afterwards. So do not worry. And even if we miss a dinosaur, I will be telling you guys afterwards when we get the overview for everyone.
Lining the long jaws of the baryonyx are nearly 100 tremendous teeth, perfectly suited to
So that's that area done as well. Yeah, there's a lot of detail down there which you are not seeing. We will see afterwards. Like there's like a secret camp area. That's what I did that intentionally. Oh, Dimetrodons. Okay, this is what I call the big boys. So we got Dimetrodon and Sinoceratops in this one. Wow, instantly finding a Dimetrodon. That's crazy. Dimetrodons are chilling here. Can you? How do I honk?
Bewitching and
Oh shit. Oh no. Ah! There we go, okay. Yo!
remain calm.
Stop it!
This car has the capability to absorb the force of
It doesn't now?
currents.
That motherfucker does not have a door. Dude! Oh, Jesus Christ. Well. Guess we're going to the second vehicle, because that vehicle's so far, like, it's fucked. Oh, come on. You're really stuck, huh? Yeah, this is what I normally expect. This.
Predating even the earliest of dinosaurs.
So we're not gonna move, are you? Oh, this is gonna be... Guess we're going through with this one. We missed the Dimetrodon Sinoceratops. We get Dinoceras here, and if we are lucky, we get to see another big boy. See is a very strong word, especially when this is how your car looks. You're fucking joking me. Move! These guys are still stuck here. My car is about to blow up. Please move, Dinoceras. I love you, but stop breaking my car. Oh, come on. Okay, bro. The Spinosaurus really attacking me too. Thanks. So cool. So thankful. Yeah, Spinosaurus is in here. Listen, this is the full swamp area, by the way. Well, I wish we could enjoy it. These guys are still stuck here.
Ladies and gentlemen, make the right choice today and board a safari tour.
Yeah, we can't even remove that. They're just gonna get stuck there. Are they still stuck? Yeah, they are. They definitely are. Okay. I'm gonna close it and reopen it, and then I'm just gonna show you the overview for it. Because at this point, like, there's no point. Deactivate. Activate. Okay, fuck it. Let's just deactivate.
Chers visiteurs,
Let's go this way. Maybe it'll stop loading the cars. It's still loading the cars. Damn it. How can we reset? Oh, I know how to reset. Wait, give me a sec.
running on green
Give me a sec,
electricity, the park tour
Boom.
is the most environmentally friendly way
Boom.
to see our dinosaurs.
They did reset. I'm so smart. Okay, we'll just this is the top area of the first few exhibits. As you can see, Tyrannosaurus, Alanosaurus as well. Yeah, those are the only dinosaurs there. Euplocephalus, Stygimoloch, and Pachycephalosaurus here in the desert area. Yeah, the desert area is pretty big. I don't know, it's pretty nice. Ceratosaurus, obviously the pit here. You gotta have some sort of pit in the sand. Back here, and then ooh, concavenators. Another small pit, not as big as the other, not as big as the Ceratosaurus. But then you also get over here, some hills, you know. And this is where from desert we go to forest. Ooh, that's why the water is so big here and the green is so green. Because obviously you start off with the forest. The Gigantoraptors area, as you can see here, is pretty nice. Up here, Baryonyx and Pachyrhinosaurus. This is where I wanted to show you. First of all, I love this biome as well. Looks really nice. But this is the abandoned campsite. Love this aesthetic. I love building stuff like this. Like abandoned shit in general is just so fun to build. Also, there was gonna be an area which you guys weren't gonna see anyways. So overview is just better. Dimetrodons and Sinoceratopses. As you guys can see, this area starts off with swamp. I love these rocks. These rocks budging out. I love that design. It looks so clean. I'm so happy with this area. It's so nice. And then obviously here, this is like mostly swamp, of course. Dinoceras and Spinosaurus both live in the swamp areas, obviously. And here, it goes swamp, forest, mixed, very mixed. We got Parasaurs here, Dreadnoughtus, even bioluminescent, obviously, and I think some Dryosaurs as well. Makes for a pretty aesthetic. I think I really like it. I like this area. And then obviously here, abandoned area where we got dinos. Of course, I love Dilophosaurus. So does Karim, another one of Karim's favorites. And this area, as you can see, it's another emergency shelter type situation where it's abandoned and it's a road that keeps going and then it's blocked by a tree. I love this aesthetic as well. I think it's really cool. I also put water here just because they'll need to be here anyways. So good. Obviously, broken fence. Oh no, it's not broken. It's fully fixed. Nope, there's a piece here. Extra detail you don't need to do. Obviously, people in the tour, I will not be seeing this. You'll only see this if you're on the overview, but it's still a fun detail to add. Also, I had some extra space, so why not, you know. So yeah, after this area, you go over here, and this is where the 3 big Dominion dinos come in. We got Rexy, Zeb, the Giganotosaurus, and since the Therizinosaurus doesn't have a name, Zin. You know, of course they all have the Dominion looks. By the way, just in case you're wondering, they do all have their Dominion skins. Yeah, this area is forest based, with some tropical area here that will lead into this area. This is called Carnivore Valley. This is where a lot of carnivores live. So we got Majungasaurus, we got Megalosaurus, Monolophosaurus. I will be showing the dinosaurs here, and Acrocanthosaurus. Chrome the Acrocanthosaurus, of course. I love Chrome. I always use that skin pattern. The Monolophosauruses from Cretaceous, Carnotauruses, different designs. This is that's Toro back there, and this is the Dominion Carnotaurus, and then some random Carnotaurus as well. We've already seen Monolophosaurus. Let's check Megalosaurus. Of course, I love the colors for the Megalosaurus. And Majungasaurus. Why is he called Supremacy? What's this one called? Echo. Oh, actually, that's a pretty normal name. And then Supremacy. Yeah. And then these parts aren't done, but I will be finishing these someday. I don't think I'm gonna finish them here, because I think this stream was long enough, and I think this then will just go for way longer. And I do kind of really want to play Pokemon ZA, because I do have some stuff, and I am very hungry because I haven't eaten in a while. So, that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one, probably tomorrow. Bye bye.